Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. We're going to do our daily uranium technical analysis update. And it looks like overall we could head lower here. We could. And I'm going to show you in the charts what that looks like. Again, this is my financial opinion. Do not use it as advice. And let's get into it. So here's uranium. We've got the uranium physical price moving on down, $39.50. If we don't get support here, if we continue to head lower on the uranium physical price, I think it's going to be a headwind, obviously, to our mining companies. Here is URNM, North Shore Global Uranium Mining ETF, throwing a bearish engulfing, which means that we have an opening price and a closing price that engulfs the day before it. We could head sideways to lower, as my guess. We could come back to this support in here at $70. So I am looking for a further pullback here shortly, unless we get some physical uranium price stability and moving on higher. So I think we could pull back. And we're seeing that on the weekly charts. We've got a bearish engulfing pattern on the weekly chart. We had one here too. We had one here, and eventually it came. But it could pull back. Camco's throwing the bearish engulfing, so apparently the bearish engulfing is a popular candlestick pattern to be throwing, opening and closing price engulfing the candlestick before it, and it could potentially head sideways to lower, is my guess. And we're starting to see that come up everywhere. So the consolidation period is not done yet. We are still in it. It is still strong, and I would just be patient here. Sideways to lower for a lot of these. Sideways to lower. And it's looking like that across the entire sector when I look at all these. We've got two bearish engulfing patterns here, and we're throwing another one here. We'll see if this thing heads a little bit lower. I don't know if I'm not expecting like a blowout. This is a top. We're going to completely crash. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we could consolidate here longer and probably sideways to lower. In almost all these charts is what I'm seeing. They don't look ready to be moving up yet. They look like they have to bounce out and get rid of, it's got to do the wiggles before we get the rip. And I don't sell rips. I ride rips. And then I ride the wiggles lower, and then we rip higher again. So I'm waiting. And this guy, it looks like we're trying. It's got I would say, someone would say it's got an A for effort, but I'm going to say it's got an E for effort because it's spelled with E. So here we go. I think we got a little bit more sideways consolidation action. And I'm seeing that across everything. I think we're going to go sideways to a little bit lower in some of these companies before we head on up. And I'm seeing that across the entire sector. And I know I didn't chart all of the companies because I'm seeing it in basically everything. And this thing could break a little bit lower and head even a little bit lower than where the downtrend line is. I'll throw it in here just to show you. But it looks like we're trying to flirt and come back down. It could be bought back up, but we could head a little bit lower before moving higher, which is good if you guys like buying uranium companies for good prices. Goviax, again, this is just too short of a consolidation period. It needs to lengthen out. So I still think sideways to lower for Global Atomic. And that's what I have for the day. I mean, I could have gone on and on and on. They all look the same to me. So I think we're going to consolidate for a longer period, sideways to lower. And obviously you're going to get some up days in there as well. But I'll let you know what I see. I just think we're not ready yet. We're too young in this pullback. How about that? We're too young. We don't have enough experience. We are waiting for the right time. There you go. We're waiting for the right time. So let's just wait. Let's be patient. Get your companies that you like. Put them on a watch list. Let's watch these things. See what they do. And I think we're going to go sideways to a little bit lower on the majority of these companies. If you guys like this analysis, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.